ass there's an inner seat. My old ass is here. All right. How you doing? You good? Yeah. You nuts. We're going to slow things a tiny bit. Excuse me, coughing and stuff. I'm just getting over a bit of a cold, so it's nothing personal. I'm not allergic to Orlando or anything. So anyway, I'm going to slow things down a bit. This is a song that's off an album I did a couple of years ago called Nobody's Fool, and it was produced by a lovely gentleman, a very dear friend of mine that you may have heard of, Mr. Joe Bonamassa. Yep, thought you might know that now. Had an inkling. Anyway, around the time I was writing the album, for some reason my mom was on my mind a great deal. And forgive me if you've heard this before. We lost my mum Karen to ovarian cancer in 2013 when she was 57. So she's always on my mind a bit, obviously, but for some reason I was feeling really bad about it again. And for those of you here who've lost someone, and sadly I suspect that's probably more of you than not, you'll understand that the grieving process is just that. Grief is very much a process. It does get easier with time, but for some reason it kind of ebbs and flows, and it does kind of come in waves, and it certainly can, catch you off guard sometimes when you think you're doing pretty good with it. And that seemed to be the case with me. And I consider myself really, really lucky for two things in life. One, I had a fantastic mom that not only was a fantastic mom, but was also my best friend. And still have a fantastic dad who just tried to do the best as they could as parents with, what they were taught by their parents, and just basically love us unconditionally and try and raise two relatively functioning members of society. And, in my brother's case, I think they succeeded. He's got like a job and kids and everything. So, 50-50 ain't too bad. The other reason I consider myself really lucky is that for some reason I was able to teach myself to write songs, which is just a really lovely way of going through and processing everything that all of us go through, whether they're positive or negative emotions. I get that it's not very common that I get to sit down and not only go through this process that allows me to kind of feel better about whatever it is I'm feeling, but also at the end of it have this little song that's hopefully halfway decent that I can come share with lovely people such as yourselves. And I appreciate it. But I do appreciate not everybody gets to do that, so people have to pay for a therapist. And I get to write songs. So anyway, long story, not very short. I'd never written a song about my mum, and I kind of decided that maybe it would help. And quite quickly I realised that the lyrics were coming out as like a letter from her, like if we were able to communicate again after not being able to for 10 years, what fresh advice would she give me? And, because it's like, that's part of the hard thing, is the one person I want to talk to about my grief is of course the one person I can't talk to about it. And what would she tell me about it? And also I was 28 when I lost my mum, and now I'm just turned 40, and the questions you have as a woman in your 20s are very different to the questions you have as a 40-year-old woman. I'd have asked a lot more about how horrific menopause is actually going to be, because it's staring me in the face and it don't sound good. Yeah. And also, I always like to include that comment because it's also a very not so subtle way of me telling you that for the next decade my songs are probably going to get a lot angrier. Just ride it out with me. Just ride it on out with me. Anyway, I realised quite quickly two things. One, my mum would never ever want me to be unhappy or unhealthy a day in my life, and she certainly would be mortified if she thought she was the cause of those emotions, whether that was in her life or in her death. And the other thing was that, my mum's super healthy and fit, and she got 57 years, and that's absolutely nothing. It goes by in the blink of an eye. And, I live on a tour bus with these idiots and a sausage dog that likes to eat pigeon poo. It's like, these are not healthy lifestyle choices at all. I don't know how long I've got left, but it's not looking good, kids. So the point is on my darkest days, what I try and remember now is that I don't know what comes next. Either it's absolutely nothing, or it is something, and I get to see her again. So why am I wasting a single moment being unhappy about someone who wouldn't want me to be unhappy ever? And I know that's easier said than done if you are going through that, but the way I try and look at it is I have to have twice as much fun, once for me and once for her, and be twice as productive member of society and twice as kind, once for me and once for her, and at least that way if there's nothing, then it's a life well lived. And if I do get to see her again, she can't be too pissed off at me, because she was called Karen. And if the internet has taught us anything, it's that my mother was scary. Anyway, loads of love to any of you going through that. This is called Fade Away. I hope you enjoy it. Life's a game we all learn to play. Some hold your heart when they walk away. Sometimes you change your mind, but there's no going back. And the sky turns blue, but baby, blue is now in black. No, so many things I would have told you, only we'd have had the time. No, why we here, let me remind you that you're doing fine. It's 24 hours in a day, don't spend every single one. Wish I could have stayed, so many memories still to make. And the road's such a blessing, given the mistakes. 365 days, living one at a time, you'll be okay. Darkest clouds they never stay, for you know it's all come and gone. One day it'll fade away. Time's a gift you don't appreciate till it's come and gone and it's just too late. No, so many things you'll learn without me, and that's okay. Oh, just so you know, though you can see me, I'm still here anyway. It's 24 hours in a day, thoughts on every single one. Wish I could have stayed, so many memories still to make. And the road's such a blessing, given the mistakes. 365 days, living one at a time, you'll be okay. Darkest clouds they never stay, for you know it's all come and gone. One day it'll fade away. Life's a game we all learn to play. Some hold your heart, but they fade away. It's 24 hours in a day, don't spend every single one. Wish I could have stayed, so many memories still to make. And the road's such a blessing, given the mistakes. 365 days, living one at a time, you'll be okay. Darkest clouds they never stay, for you know it's all come and gone. One day it'll fade away. One day it'll fade away. One day it'll fade away. Great little choral, everybody. Sharon Saunders.